The following is a presentation of TFNN. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Every trading day, live at 10 a.m. Eastern. Call now, toll free at 877-927-6648 or internationally at 727-873-7618. The TFNN Bull Bear Trading Hour. Now, Tom and Tommy O'Brien.
Welcome, folks. Appreciate you growling and prowling with us out here. We have the Dow Industrials down 119, NASDAQ off 58, S&P's off 8, gold contract up $2.20, trading $19.33 an ounce. You get silver down 41 cents, $24.08 an ounce. Light sweet crude off 53 cents, $41.07 a barrel. Notes and bonds. We have the 10-year right now up 4 ticks, trading 139.19. The 30-year up 18 at 181.07. And King Dollar up 46 ticks, trading 93.714. The euro is at 117. The yen is out here at 105. The British pound is at 129 to 1 U.S. dollar. Tom O'Brien, what's going on?
Did you say negative prices in the market? I got to check my ears, man. I thought I heard
prices in the market. And, you know, folks, yeah, I'm saying that gold is up $1.40, but guess what, man? You take a look at this last night, and this is just typical of the gold and silver market, and this is a ride that you hope that you weren't on last night, because I'll tell you something. Gold goes to 1974, folks, and then just gets smoked down to 1900. And you know what that does, folks? Okay, the bottom line, it clears everything out once again. Gold's gone. It's an ABC structure on the way up. This is just so typical of gold, man. It's a total mind blower. But I'll tell you, this is something else, man. You had the first leg down at 1 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. The second leg down at 3:30 Eastern Standard Time. And then, of course, the wild silver market, man.
Sure. How about $4 in silver almost to the downside, man?
Isn't that just amazing, man?
Yeah.
You know,
10 o'clock, it was at $26 and change. And at 3:30 in the morning, it was at $22 and change.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
And if you basically did not look overnight, folks, you wouldn't know that none of that actually happened. Let me tell you something. It's typical in this market. You are going to see volatility get even a lot heavier than that, actually.
I mean, silver right now, right, on the Thinkorswim platform, man, it's just negative 39 cents. Why not? Not bad.
There's no doubt. Yeah. And guess what, folks? Good old King Dollar is, you know, it's done. It's King Dollar. Try to get to, we got to 94.07 today. Bottom line, you're at 93.710. These moves in the currencies are pretty amazing. It's about time, though. That's the other side of it. If you go take a look at the euro, you'll see that the euro has been dead in the water forever. Not forever, but bottom line is that we had broken down in 2014? Oh my God, it is 2015. You broke down in 2015. Bottom line is that the breakdown was at $1.20. You're at $1.17 right now. This thing looks to me like not only $1.25, but $1.39 is game inside this euro. So, a lot of moving pieces, man.
And we got a Fed meeting starting today. McDonald's. You see McDonald's earnings out there? We have McDonald's, JetBlue. There's almost so much to talk about, man. What is McDonald's? McDonald's down about 2% right now. Talk about some volatility from 194 to 201. JetBlue, man, the statistics for these airlines. For the quarter, they had something like 600,000 plus passengers.
Okay.
Down from 11 million the year earlier.
Yeah. Whole different business models, man. Different business models, If we look at McDonald's, this is why, McDonald's is going to flourish, folks, okay? McDonald's, the bottom line, 90% of their business is through the drive-thru. That is a phenomenal number, man. I mean, they must be just so elated they can't see straight, right?
That is amazing, yeah.
Isn't it? I mean, do you know what I mean? It's like, okay.
So is that in general? Is that COVID? Sorry, is that before? Do you know, or is it just 90?
That was the headlines. Let me see what it says.
Was that okay? So that was what they just reported then, or whatnot. That would make sense. Yeah.
Right.
Cool.
That's the type of business you want in this environment, man. Right?
No, and some of the stuff. I mean, so they had some of the headlines, right? Revenue falls 30%. That was one of the headlines that I saw out there. But also they had same-store sales were just down 2.3% in June. And So that's quite a rebound, you know, in terms of you got 30% dip in revenue, but if you just look at June, they're only about 2.3% they're looking at, and they still are doing no business practically in indoor dining, right? So
right,
yeah.
And you know, bottom line is that this, you know, these poor restaurants, I mean, they're basically set up, you know, that takeout is there, and of course, no one gets out of their cars. You get their food, and you're off to the races, man. Pretty wild.
It is. You know, Chick-fil-A down here, man. Have you ever seen the way Chick-fil-A runs some of those drive-thrus that they have? Now, that's a private company, right? But man, there was one time I pulled up to a Chick-fil-A, just anecdotally.
Yes.
And they had like 4 different or 5 different lanes, right? They got cars in each lane, and I was with other people. I wasn't going for myself, and I instantly said, oh my goodness, we're going to be here for like 45 minutes, right?
Right.
I kid you not, within like 7 minutes, we had our food. They had people standing out. They have tablets. They're taking your order before you even get there. It was the operational way that they handle those cars, man, at a Chick-fil-A. I didn't think anybody could do it better than McDonald's, and it's craziness.
And folks, if you've never been to a Chick-fil-A or even eaten any of their food, what Tommy's talking about, that would be the ultimate for a business model. I've seen this exact same thing happen to me, Tommy. Olivia was getting, you know, the chicken nuggets, right?
Sure.
We're going through, folks, and Chick-fil-A in Florida is a phenomenal deal. And all Chick-fil-A's are closed on Sunday, by the way, folks, okay?
Yes.
But whatever hours they're open, they have lines that are unbelievable, but the deal about getting you food is just wild.
And McDonald's does it better than almost anybody, man. But Chick-fil-A, I couldn't believe it because I've had some almost hellish experiences in McDonald's line for how well that they do get food out in a quick manner in their drive-through. But anyway, it's crazy stuff, man. Chick-fil-A, huge in Florida, huge in more of the southern areas of the country, I think. But it was, yeah.
Yeah, wild. So 3M, what do we got with 3M here? 3M is getting smoked. That's down $8. That's not that bad, actually. I see the bottom of the consolidation here is 151. So they came out with numbers.
Yep.
When I was listening to
selling a lot of masks, but they sell a lot more than masks that have slowed down. Man,
for sure. Yeah. So
you look at industrial conglomerate was the one way, you know, safety and industrial, you know, the amount of products that you're producing when people are, you know, building buildings, whatever it is. And
yeah, so your revenue and boy, some of these numbers, man, the revenue in 90 days goes down $1 billion, 900 million. Jesus.
Yeah. 900
million. Oh my God.
Yeah, exactly. They took in $7.2 billion for net sales, and that's down from $8.2, man.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they toasted the head engineer for Intel. Okay.
Yeah, not surprising there, right?
Yeah. That's bottom line is that Intel fell out of bed yesterday, folks, and Intel is posed to turn around and go after this high volume swing low from March, man. I mean, it has to get out of like 52. It has to get above $52, and the longer that we stay below, we're at 49.92 right now, the higher the probability that that thing will make a run down to that 43, which is pretty intense.
Yeah.
Stay right there, folks. Tommy and I are coming right back. We have the Dow Industrials right now down 99. Nasdaq's off 61. S&Ps are off 8. We'll come right back.
If you're not currently using the TAS Profile Scanner when looking at setting up your trading opportunities, then your arsenal is short a mighty weapon. The TAS Profile Scanner is a standalone piece of software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Headed by Steve Dahl, TAS understands that in today's technological world, the use of top-flight software applications and technical analysis expertise is essential to successful trading in today's market. You also gain access to the webinar that Steve Dahl and Tom O'Brien just hosted, The Best Way to Use the TAS Profile Scanner to Profit. This webinar archive is available for all subscribers immediately upon signing up. All new subscriptions also come with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Start your subscription by visiting the front page of TFNN.com today, and you'll find the TAS Profile Scanner under the Services tab. Sign up today. Are you in the market for buying or selling real estate in the Bay Area, including the surrounding St. Petersburg, Tampa, and Clearwater markets? Tiger Real Estate LLC is a firm that has extensive experience in the Tampa Bay area. Whether you're looking to sell your current property for maximum value, or you're in the market for a second home or investment property, Tiger Realty has the experience across all areas of real estate in the Tampa Bay area to help buyers and sellers make the most informed decisions across all price levels. From the price you should be paying per square foot in certain up-and-coming areas to the type of cash flow investment properties are capable of creating, Tiger Real Estate can help you make the best decision when it comes to all areas of the market. Before you make one of the biggest decisions of your financial future, call Tiger Real Estate LLC today at 727-329-8322 or email us at tiger@tfnn.com. That's 727-329-8322. Call us today.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-873-7618.
Welcome back, folks. Dow right now down 87. You get the Nasdaq off 51. S&Ps are off 5. Gold's up 730 right now. Silver's down 25 cents. Let's go to Carlos in Michigan, Texas. Carlos, what's going on, brother?
Hi, Tom. How are you? How are you, Tommy?
We're doing great.
Carlos.
How you doing?
Well, we have a lot of rain in the last few days because of the storm that hit Texas a few days ago.
Yeah.
A lot of communities flooded, Tom, and if we have a really bad area, and the Mexican side is horrible. I mean, people are underwater practically.
Yeah,
really,
I saw some pictures.
Really
It didn't have a lot of publicity, but I saw some pictures, man, of the Texas area, man. It got slammed, man. There was boats all over the place. Yeah, bummer.
Yes, flash flooding was really bad. Many cars, many houses. And what makes it sad, one of the officials from Texas said that it was fortunate that this hurricane hit the south part of Texas because it's not that populated. But even though it's not as much as northern Texas, it hit us really bad. And there's a lot of problems with the COVID in this area. So
yes,
they're using whole games to put people who are sick with the COVID because some of the hospitals are not able to they're not able to provide service because of flooding. So it's getting from bad to worse. Hopefully we can get better. And
yeah,
next time I'm sure I will call with much better news.
Yeah, it's going to be a long road, man. That's always strange, man, when people always say that, yeah, well, it's not that bad here. That's like, I hear so many people with the COVID there. Well, it's only the old people dying. It's like, what's wrong with these people, man? It's like sick. It blows my mind sometimes, man. That, oh, yeah, it's like,
yeah.
Annie.
And what makes it worse, this is a low-income area compared with the rest of the country. And, the services is not as good as in other cities, and the drain system is not as good.
I
see.
It's
a little bit of rural area. So it's not as it used to be in California. I'm sorry. to compare that. But yeah, it's a lot of people struggling right now. But we have to stand up and keep going.
That's right, man. Well, you sound great, man. That's a beautiful thing.
Oh, yeah.
I like it.
I feel so much better. Thank you. Thank you for asking. And all the treatments I received were very well followed, and I feel so much better, Tom.
Oh, that's so cool, man.
Awesome.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
And there's one thing I want to mention before we go to the NQ,
Yes.
Tom. I noticed I don't want to put in a hot spot Tommy, but this is the Tommy I was expecting when he joined your program. He has matured so much, and his professionalism is so good. So I feel very proud to be one of the Tigers who was in the beginning when Tommy started. I'm a witness of his way he's maturing and developing, doing his work, and with his newsletter and everything. I really, really feel proud of him, and I think you are. And many of our Tigers feel the same way. So thank you, Tommy, and keep going. Good job. Great
Carlos, thank you, man. You're too awesome for saying that. Too nice, really. It means a lot, man. And
it's so true. It's awesome.
And listen, we appreciate the call. I remember some of those first calls with you, man. So it's a great deal both ways, for sure, man.
Yes. The way you see, you are an example how young people can follow their parents' steps, because many of the young kids don't want to follow their parents. They want to do their own thing. And what you're doing exactly what my father dreamed that I follow. Unfortunately, I didn't do it. He died before I was able to do it. But many parents, many fathers are very proud of having their kids follow their steps. So they're doing the right thing, Tommy, and I really, really admire that. And don't send me a $20 check, because like Larry said, right? Don't send it, because it's the truth. And I'm sure every single caller who has tell you anything about it, they're sure on their saying. And I'm not saying this because I want to say it. It's because I really feel it. Otherwise,
well, you're
I will
awesome,
never
man.
pick up the
Seriously.
phone and say it, okay?
Thank you so
Thanks,
much,
Carlos. Appreciate
Seriously.
it, man.
And Tom, I was looking at the NASDAQ. I'm going to change the subject. Going back to the business. The NASDAQ is acting a lot different than it was acting before. Before it was a leader going up every single day. Now I notice that there's more weakness. And I plan on shorting the NASDAQ, but I want to see more, a little bit more of guidance from the NASDAQ. Can you help me out and give me an idea how it's working?
Yeah, so let's take a look at it. And you know, I agree, Carlos, that this topping pattern, okay, has been long and drawn out. There's no doubt about that. But I would agree that I'm a lot more confident that we're going south because of the way the NASDAQ is acting. You know, there's no doubt it's the leader on the way up, and it's the leader on the way down. You know, bottom line is that when it snaps back, it does snap back very quickly. There's no two ways about that. And, you know, when we look at the numbers, we're not that far off the highs. I mean, you know, we get 10,613 and like, what, 11,058, and that's nothing. You know, that being said now, you know, my take is that, yeah, this thing, when this thing goes south, it goes south in a big way and takes everything with it. What has happened, no doubt, is that when you get a couple of these NDX stocks that go north, they take not only the NASDAQ, but they take the S&P with it on the way up. You know, so we'll see where this baby shakes out, but I suspect that we have the next 6 to 7 weeks. I mean, I was thinking about this last night. You know, if this market doesn't get shooken the next 6 or 7 weeks, it won't get shooken after that. And that would be telling me, Carlos, that we're talking about inflation. That's because all assets would get inflated. Do you know what I'm saying? Gold's telling us that inflation's here. But guess what? We've seen this before. You know, so the real question's going to be, is it really kicking in? Because if it is kicking in and the dollar gets down to this 88, 72, you know, right now the dollar is having a hard time holding price. you could have a higher number in the indices, but yet you wouldn't buy more with it. You know, so that's what inflation does. You know, so I think the Nasdaq is the place to keep pushing though and keep fishing. You know, that's
no, Tom. I have noticed something. I noticed there's a lot of people who I used to know in California, and a lot of people, even relatives, who I have referred to your program. Many of them, they just jump into that new app, the Robinhood app, and they're buying only the popular Nasdaq.
Yeah, just stay right there. Yes, they have, and that's an indication of the top also that you have. Okay, so that's where the trend comes in, folks, and what that is that you have people going into the same 5 to 8 equities. Okay,
Yeah.
which they've been rewarded, no doubt about that. But once everyone's all in, the bottom line, then when someone's getting out, it's a problem. Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
Hi folks, Tom O'Brien here. If you'd like to get my daily newsletter, Market Insights, then now is a great time to sign up for a 30-day free trial. Every morning by 9:30, I send out my morning letter to subscribers with market commentary on a variety of markets, currencies, and commodities to keep investors up to date on the day's trading action. Included in Market Insights are specific buy and sell recommendations for stocks, ETFs, and even options, with stops and price targets included for every trade in my newsletter. If you'd like to try my newsletter risk-free for 30 days, then head over to the front page of TFNN and you'll find Market Insights under Trading Newsletters. I use my years of trading experience to bisect and dissect the market every morning and give my subscribers the most important information they need to know for the day ahead. I even issue afternoon updates for my subscribers whenever warranted with important market action. I'm always scouring the market for the next great trading opportunity. Sign up for your 30-day free trial to my daily newsletter, Market Insights, today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Wow! Go get them, folks.
If you're a trader in the market looking to find the path that leads to maximizing profits while decreasing risk, then now is a great time to try out Dave White's daily trading service, The Path of Least Resistance. Through the use of options and equity trades, Dave advises his subscribers on a daily basis of the current market conditions and what possible trade setups are on the horizon. The Path of Least Resistance is published every trading morning, often with updates intraday when initiating trades or closing out positions. Dave White has advised his clients of some outstanding winning options and equity trades in recent months, and now is a great time to try it out for yourself. New subscribers to the Path of Least Resistance receive a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the types of options and equity trades that are available by signing up for the Path of Least Resistance today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com and selecting the newsletter tab. Sign up today.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow down 97, Nasdaq's off 35, S&Ps are off 2.5. Talking with our man Carlos, we are talking about the Nasdaq market in general, and yeah, Carlos, what these tops are something else, man. I felt like saying, you know, that when you were talking about how well Tommy has done, I felt like, yeah, well, since I've been talking to you, Carlos, for the last 5 years, I've been trying to short the market, man. and it hasn't croaked, in general. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, but what I noticed is when I spoke to, even there are people from different racial groups or economic groups.
Tommy, can you answer him? I can't hear here.
Okay, go ahead. Yeah, he's having some trouble
yes.
hearing you, unfortunately, Carlos, but go ahead.
Yes, they said they know at least 11 to 15 people who are in that app, and they're all buying the same stock. And I said, look, there's a very good program you can listen to, and maybe they're listening right now to me. Please listen what they're saying. And there's a very wise man that calls Mr. C. He gives you a lot of information, tone, you name it. Basal, I can name all of them, right? And they give you the information. They're free. You just have to listen to the program. Because at the end, all those who are putting the money in that app and jumping into the most popular stock, they're going to end up losing their money. So I'm sorry to say that, but yeah, they're going to end up losing the money because this happened all over again, like it hadn't happened before. So
it can always happen again, man. Exactly. We saw it.
And hopefully they understand that app is not exactly what people think it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I would agree, man. It's a volatile market, and you better believe. I mean, the one thing I learned on this way down is that the market can go a lot further than you ever think that it can, and that's the reason why you have these outlier tail risks, because they come through, man. And we had heck of a streak of not dealing with anything like this. Whether for my generation at least, you haven't known war, you haven't known any type of war like that really, let alone something like a pandemic. And so these things they can always volatility creep its way up, and that's for sure.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to take more of your time. Thank you for all you do, and I just want to say thank you. Thanks again, and thanks to all the people who is part of this great. I call it the dream. It's I know it's Hotel California, but it's a dream because if you look anywhere, nothing gives you information for the price that you guys give it, and the price.
That's right.
It's just listen to the program. Thank you, guys.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Carlos. Man.
Have a great one,
care, man.
Have a safe one.
Thank you.
Let's go to Mark in Bedford. Hey, Mark, what's going on?
Morning, Tom. Good morning, Tommy. How are you two?
I'm doing great, man. Yourself?
Good, thank you. We're having a heat wave. I think Florida, you've kicked that weather up here. Hazy, hot, humid, sticky.
Okay, so hey, just give me 1 second. Whatever you guys did, I can hear now. Okay.
Okay, the producer's getting it together. Good stuff.
Tom and Tommy, I have a question. I was listening to the afternoon show, and it was Steve talking about all of his charts saying we're going to go down. And Tommy, I know you've been bearish also. So here's the question. Wouldn't the VIX be a lot higher if we were going to go down? There's no fear in the market. And, the VIX, I don't know what it's trading at right this second, but maybe Tommy can look that up. I know Tommy follows the VIX. There seems to be no fear at all in the market. And until you have some fear, I think we're going to at least have the status quo. If not, maybe continue to chug a little higher. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I would love to go short, but
24 is actually high. I mean, I believe the average is like 14.
Yeah, maybe even 16. But yeah.
24 is actually high.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because one of the deals, Mark, is that even when we were at all-time highs, it was like kind of strange that it was staying up at these levels.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, another related question. About 3 or 4 weeks ago, there was this a symbol called the TVIX, and whoever Credit Suisse, delisted it. And what does that mean? It's now trading on the over-the-counter as TVXF. What is the difference between the TVIX and the TVXF, if anything?
This is what's going on. So you want to stay away from the debt instruments, okay, in general, because they have end dates. And that's what ended up happening there. They closed them all, and they can close them all at any point. That's what's really important to understand inside of the debt. So that's an ETN versus an ETF. And it's a big difference, you know. And what ends up happening is that, let's say that if it's great if you have it and you're in a winning position, okay, you're going to win. You have it and you're in a losing position and you want to basically trying to ride it out. Well, all of a sudden they close it. That's it. You're done. So it's important to understand what those differences are. And we've seen it many times, Mark, in the past. You know, I mean, they closed out the oil funds.
TD Ameritrade told me that it's still trading. The TVIX just became the TVIXF, and it was still trading as normal, except it was trading on the over-the-counter instead of the regular exchanges.
Yeah, I get that. TVIX. I'll bring it up. TV. What I'm trying to explain more than anything is that why are you even messing with it if it's such a problem? That's.
I mean, I'm not in it right now, Tom. I'm not. You know, I'm just more curious about it than anything else.
Well, I
used to trade it when it was a TVIX.
I'm with you, and that's my point.
I don't know what it is.
Okay, so it's an ETN. I wouldn't be trading ETNs. That's the bottom line.
Okay.
Yeah, because they can close them anytime they want. Period. You know, you can wake up tomorrow morning and close them all. You get your money back. Whatever they're trading at, you get your money back. But that's it. That's the end of the story.
Okay. Would you day trade it at all, or would you just totally avoid it? Totally avoid it. I know that laugh. Tom O'Brien, I know you too well. I know that laugh. Avoid it.
I don't know what you're trying to say, man. Do you know what I mean? It's like...
Yeah. All right. So it sounded like Steve Rhodes with all of his shots. He was going gangbusters on your show last night.
Yeah, listen, he's got a lot of topping patterns. There's no doubt about it, man. Yeah. So, and you know, these tops, folks, are long drawn out deals until they're not. That's what seems to happen. I can tell you, I can show you every top between. Normally, what ends up happening is that one indice will top, and then it takes 2 or 3 months for the next one to top. Then a month after that, then you get some action. And that's why I'm saying that if we really don't see some type of a correction, you know, before, you know, the next 2 or 3 months, that's going to be also telling me that we have inflation kicking in like in a big way, which, by the way, none of us have actually seen, because I wasn't in the market in 1970. The last time this happened, okay, was from 70 and a month away. You know what I mean? So, you know, I'm sure that maybe a few people have been around, but you can get higher numerical prices and buy less. Do you know what I mean? So, cooking, brother.
All right, cooking, guys.
Stay right there. Tommy and I come right back.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den. The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of the TFNN shows, plus see all of the charts as they happen live and have access to archives of all of those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days and greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets and how to make your money work for you. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
TFNN has launched our brand new website. You can still visit us at the same TFNN.com URL, but when you do, you'll see a new and improved homepage with a much simpler navigation, whether you're watching Tiger TV live in high definition or just accessing your newsletter subscriptions. We even have new pricing in 6 months and yearly options. Check out the new TFNN.com now and experience all the upgrades. TFNN.com, educating investors.
If you haven't checked out the newsletters page of TFNN.com, what are you waiting for? All of the TFNN newsletters are informative, up-to-date, affordable, and a must-have for every trader looking to gain a competitive informational edge in today's markets. TFNN newsletters cover every aspect of the markets to offer you the very latest in market news. Plus, new subscribers get to test drive our newsletters risk-free for 30 days. From all aspects of the markets, including stocks, bonds, metals, commodities, and tech, there's a newsletter to fit your needs exclusively from TFNN. Stay informed each day you trade and get that competitive edge that will help you stay ahead of the game. Visit our newsletters page by going to TFNN.com and click the newsletters button near the top of the page. TFNN.com, educating investors.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Direction's daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Don't forget, you can listen to TFNN live on your mobile device 24 hours per day. Go to TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV. That's TFNN.com, then hit Watch Tiger TV for the latest market information.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's down 136, Nasdaq's off 42, S&Ps are off 6.5. Let's go to Dylan. We got to do a test here quick, folks. Dylan, what's going on, brother?
Hey, Tom. How you doing?
Okay, talk a little bit more.
You look at the SPY yet?
SPY yet? Okay, good. Okay, awesome, man. Thank you. We're in great shape. Okay, now we got it going. We had a switcher problem here, folks. So, Tommy, we get a couple questions in here, of course, about gold.
Okay, right? Yeah, perfect. And perfect. A little live on-air testing. We got everything working. Let's rock and roll. Here we go.
Totally. So, you got MUX, which is McEwen Mining. Bottom line, the low for the year is 53 cents. The high is 214. You traded at $1.50. And, you know, you get a total rejection of lower price out here today, which is pretty cool. Let me bring this back a bit.
There better be, man. Gold just went up $45 off the low.
Yeah, exactly. No, they're pretty cool.
I kid, but it's crazy, yeah.
Yeah. So, I mean, let's see. Put this on a weekly for a second. Yeah.
We'll have to get Rob back on the show.
I'm sorry, what?
I said we'll have to get Rob back on the show, man.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. You know, this is a good number. I mean, you know, the bottom line is that what you have, even with the laggards, okay, and this had been lagging, you know, and it's ready to break its downtrend that started at $4.90 going all the way back to 2016. You know, now what it's going to need is going to need another week like this, but it's a nice setup, man. It's definitely a nice setup. So. There's action there. NGD was another one. Now, this one had got really smoked, and it came back really fast. I mean, March low was 39 cents, and you're at $1.68. So this is quite a number. And this is also going to be, you know, this baby here, you know, it's inside its range, and, yeah, you know, next stop, you know, 356, yeah, it could do it. And what you're going to see here, when I bring up NGD, you know, some of these stocks, folks, you're trading at $1.60, right? So it seems like, hey, man, any stock trading at $1.60, it's got to take in no money. Well, that's not the case. What the case is that do they make any money? You know, this company takes in $628 million. Now, what will happen at these prices? You know, you can bottom line when you see on the right-hand side, you can see loss. You know, well. As the price of metals expands, of course, that can get into a profit pretty quickly because of the fact that the metals are at prices right now that, you know, $10 or $20 makes a difference times the millions of ounces that they have, you know, and bottom line, in the ground. That's how this shakes out, you know what I mean? So. Okay, so guys, you brought down, this is a trip. Okay, you brought down YouTube, evidently. Anyway, so Gold. Yeah, let's go to gold for a second. I mean, this is
$45 off those 1900 lows, man. We might have new highs if it keeps moving like it is by the end of the program.
Yeah, there's no doubt. There's no doubt. And we'll be right back up, folks. What happened is that evidently that we'll be back.
That's all right. They can't hear you if we're down anyway.
That's the bottom line. Yeah, so, you know.
I mean, this hour alone, just so gold's up $15, man, since we came on the air at 10 o'clock. So,
right.
It's just fast move.
And you got monster volume, folks. Okay, you're going to see there's the positioning is going to be pretty amazing, and depending what your longer term view is, there's people that are worrying that. I don't know if there's people who are worrying. I don't even know whether they're in the metals market, but you get people looking that, is the Fed going to change their views and all that. This is one of the times, folks, that if you're a fundamentalist. I think it's a lot easier to kind of figure this out. All you have to do is use your common sense. It's like, okay, there's going to be more money put out. As there's more money put out, the bottom line is that makes all paper money worth less. It's a cut and dry deal. It's you can just go back in history, and one of the reasons that the market is always going up has to do with, if we just talk about 2% per year, which is a small amount, but is normal in the context of what it is, well, that turns into monster numbers numerically,
sure.
over the course
huge.
of years.
Yeah. One of the companies, let's jump around to the cannabis stocks, man. Canopy, we talked about it yesterday, and it's popping again, up 6.6% today, extending that gain, man. Maybe it's that new online store that they came out with.
Let's get buyers. Yeah, look at this.
Action there, but it's definitely trading higher. And even if you look over at how Constellation, it's a nice bounce out there as well. Constellation, man, you put Constellation on a daily chart, it's a pretty well-defined channel line you're looking at there, man, since those COVID collapsed to 104, and we're right at the lower end, and we're getting a nice bounce today on Constellation, and that's having to do with Canopy, man, and their big investment, CGC. I mean, you're talking about 2 days ago, really, Friday, 2 business days, we're at 16.20 and we're above 18 right now in Canopy.
Yeah, and I really think what we are going to see, I mean, sad but true, there's going to be a lot of Canopy companies that go out of business, folks, and not a lot of cannabis companies, and Canopy is not going to be one of them. So,
right.
Each one that happens like that, like in St. Pete, there's so many different brands now. I never realized that, and each brand.
And you're talking about just CBD, right? The non.
No, I'm talking about regular stores.
You're talking about medicinal. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there's stores, man, like at every corner, and many of these I never even heard about. And,
sure.
But it seems like there's more than one of them. I mean, do you know what I mean? When you start Googling them, it's like, okay, there's but none of these that I've seen, well, except for MedMen and a couple others, are public. But there's plenty of them that aren't public. Or if they are, they must be under a subsidiary or something. So, the competition's got to be intense. That's my point.
It is. Just like you said, man, at this time when cash is, there's certain companies, a company like Canopy where you got a backer like Constellation that's got a plethora of alcohol brands. They're well funded. No matter how bad things get, at least for the short term, they'll be okay, and we'll come out of this eventually. And some of the smaller companies, though, man, I imagine it's very tough. You're running a small business in a very competitive industry, and you have to go to, whether it's private equity, whether it's just investors, and say, I need more capital because I can't do business right now because there's so much shut down. People don't have as much capital. That's a tough time to be raising capital.
You still can't do business with banks. You still got the feds on the wrong side of the deal.
They already had a lot of woes going against them in terms of obstacles they got to jump over, man. And when you have things shut down, and it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah. And as one of our targets says, the barrier to entry is very easy. On a longer term basis, I mean, I guess, we have plenty of people that do craft beer and all that, right? But once it is legal, man, I can see plenty of people just take a bunch of seeds and throw them in your backyard, right? It's like...
Yeah, I hope so, man, because, you're seeing different legalizations in terms of like, as different localities, states, as they legalize it, what are the rules? How can you grow plants? Some places, they try and limit it.
Right.
I don't know why you would unless you're just in the pocket of big business, man. So hopefully so, exactly.
Right, exactly. Dow Industrial's down 141, Nasdaq's up 49, S&Ps are up 7. Stay right there, folks. Come right back.
Back in the day, I joined Hotel California in 2006, and like many of you, was drawn in by, as well as...
Whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows.
You see, I believe that everything in life happens for us, not to us. And Tom ignited the fire within me to want to learn how to master the markets. So how did I go from knowing nothing about technical analysis to becoming the #1 market timer for the S&P 500 in 2018 and the #2 market timer in 2019? Simply put, I hired coaches with a proven track record, which led me to a whole new set of tools that I created to interpret the message of buyers and sellers. I would love the opportunity to teach you this award-winning set of tools and to help you improve your market timing. You can test drive my newsletter service, Mastering Probabilities, for the next 30 days with no risk to you. Plus, you'll gain access to archive workshops that'll take you step-by-step through my system. Sign up today by going to the homepage of TFNN.com and selecting Mastering Probability in the newsletter tab.
Bam!
The gold market has taken off topside in a large way in 2020. If you want to take advantage of this sector, now is the time to subscribe to my gold report. The gold report took profits in 4 of its equities in the gold portfolio in the first week of January for a combined profit of 99.2%, with 2 positions left in the portfolio that have a profit of 67.5% as of January 7th. The gold report is a comprehensive look at the metals sector as well as the markets that move gold, which is the currency and bond markets. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose. Every Monday morning, I publish the gold report with coverage of gold, silver, bonds, the XAU, HUI, GDX, as well as more than 30 different mining equities. To see for yourself the types of profitable trades that are recommended within the gold report, sign up now by visiting TFNN.com. Don't miss out on the next great gold trade. Sign up today.
With markets trading with extreme volatility and peaks and troughs everywhere, regardless of what you're looking at in the markets, this is a great time to see the type of analysis Basil Chapman delivers for his subscribers every market day with the Opening Call newsletter. Basil has been analyzing markets, providing his take for subscribers to his trading services since 1984. Every morning, Basil publishes an update for his subscribers, along with weekend and evening updates when warranted. The Opening Call provides traders a daily market overview with regard to the direction of the key indices, selective stocks, and commodities, along with specific recommendations, including stops and targets. You also gain instant access to Basil's subscriber webinar archive from earlier this year, a dark cloud cover, and essential market analysis. Ride the Chapman wave today by signing up for the Opening Call newsletter on the front page of TFNN.com under the newsletter tab. New subscribers get a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have nothing to risk. Sign up today.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow's up 150, Nasdaq's up 59, S&Ps are up 9, gold's up about $13. And as you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, you're going to see right under featured content, Rocket Equities and Options. This is it. This is the last week. So this is the last week for the charter membership. And what the charter membership is, folks, Tommy started this newsletter 2 weeks ago, Monday. Bottom line, it's $97 a month. You have until the end of this week to subscribe and to be a charter member. And specifically what that means is that you are locked in at a half price, which is $48.50. Now, it all comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee. So the bottom line is that you can check it out. If you like it, you keep it. If you don't like it, you pull it back. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. Because as we know, time keeps going faster, and the end of July is here, man, which is pretty wild.
Get ready for August next week, man. That's right. So check it out on the front page. I appreciate the people signing up so far. We got a couple long-term trades. We'll have an update out later today. Weekly report out yesterday. I'm going to be putting out some videos as well, just kind of using, the videos, pictures worth 1,000 words sometimes. Using videos to talk to subscribers, long-term, short-term trades in there, and possibly some option trades when those become the right risk-reward out there as well. So check it out on the front page. Lock that in, and comes with a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you got nothing to risk.
And, folks, if we get over and take a look at Newmont quickly. So I would say today's the 28th, right? Okay,
yes.
So Newmont's coming out Thursday morning. Newmont, bottom line, right now it's only up 13 cents. But this is going to be one of the big gold stocks, the first ones to come out with. So this is going to really, we'll see whether it can put some jazz into those equities.
There we go.
Stay right there, folks. We got Think of Swim coming up next. Then I'm Mr. Basil Chapman, Steve Rhodes, Dave White. I'll be back this afternoon. Thanks, pal.
Thanks, man.